My name is Jeffrey Sarmiento, and I am currently senior lecturer at the School of Art and Design at the Australian National University. But I'm conducting all of my work from lockdown in Sunderland in the UK, and I'm here with Anthony Amoako-Attah, with whom I've had the pleasure of working for the last many years now. And Anthony has been the center of quite a lot of attention lately. And that's the reason we're having this little chat to share with you today.
One of my lecturers who introduced glass to me as a student, he went to America, and then he brought samples about glass art. I searched through the internet to find schools that do glass. So when I searched through the online, Sunderland pop up. My first day at uni, when I reached, I was supposed to go back, and when uni was closed, I went to the bus stop and there was no bus. And that was my first time. So one funny thing, I didn't even know how to go home.
Great.
I was just there, thinking how, I didn't even know my postcode.
So I was wondering if you could talk a little bit to maybe how you feel like your approaches to making things might be influenced by your culture.
How do I combine glass, Kente patterns, and Adinkra symbols to make the material looks like an identity?
Yeah.
Where when someone sees the thing, you know that, yeah, this is signature. Every color that I choose has a meaning or a relation to what I'm doing.
So in transition to, I think it's called, the work moves from a very Kente cloth Adinkra symbols through to tartan is a pattern which you're going to find throughout Britain and predominantly in Scotland, where that has its own cultural sort of belonging. That color schemes mean something, that they refer to families or a place. It has a sense of place.
I feel better to me. I feel better living here.
Right.
Yeah, I feel okay living here. As far as let me say some of their culture, how they react towards people, because sometimes when I start with the masters, I feel like there was a bit of racism and all kinds of stuff towards me. But I think when they begin to know you, they begin to open up. That was one of the things that I felt. Initially, they didn't know me and I was a bit quiet. So there was a bit, I felt like they were a bit racist. But when I began to open up, to talk more with them, and then there was a kind of a gap that was being broken. I thought of so many things in life, so many things, so many things. My dreams about how things would be like, in reality, didn't go that way. So it really stressed me off. So if Jeffrey could remember, if I start any work, I don't finish it up. And there was a big part of my life that was really affecting my work. Yeah. But I think with me, I try not to talk more when it comes to that aspect. But I feel myself that aspect of reality, or let me say the dream that I had, and that aspect of reality was affecting my work.
Right, and you're actually referring to the collapse of the Ghanaian economy.
Yeah. My thinking and everything, I just went down because I felt so stressed about and depressed about what was going on, So I took a year off school just to reflect on whatever was going on, which also revolves around the reality and plan, the reality and the thing that I've been talking about. It was one day, I think Jeffy sent me a message about the competition and about all those, things going on. Yeah. That time I was still a bit depressed. I didn't really want to, I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I said, okay, let me try. So when I was doing the application, they said that I need to, membership, I need to pay for. So no.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, still, let me do it. So I did a membership and
This is for gas.
yeah, I forgot. So I did that one and then all of a sudden, boom.
I think what's interesting is if you think about it in a certain way, the idea that the fold represents the like changes in your life,
Yeah.
but also your fold represents the folding of a stole that is meant to be worn around the neck, and actually in a way, the piece of glass represents you wearing your culture on your body, on your person, and actually representing yourself.
When you move from Ghana to England, about 80% or about, let me say, 90% of the things that you wear, you drop your culture, you drop your identity, you just drop it down, and then you begin to wear English because the weather is cold.
Yeah, it's not suitable for the weather.
Yeah, so most of the only time probably I would say I wear something related to my identity is probably when I'm going to church. I sit back at my room and then I'll be thinking about, I just think about Africa, I know in South Africa, there's a bit of glass going over there. In Kenya, there's a bit of glass going over there, But sometimes I sit down and think about myself that, when it comes to glass, whatever I've learned, I've done a master's in glass. I'm doing a PhD. I feel like after my PhD, I'll be the first Black person to have a PhD in glass. Apart from,
is it possible?
Maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm.
Maybe.
Even doing this Black Lives Matters, I read an article where in America there were a group of senators and they went in and they were wearing
the Democratic senators were wearing.
Yeah. So I feel like now I've hit a point where I've been able to represent the Black within within the glass wall, which also gave the kind of, let me say, wow, I was so happy when it came. I was so happy, so happy, and I felt like, I've hit something. To tell the Black community that, we can use our own culture within the material that in which we are working with, in the contemporary world. It's not like, let me say, borrowing something from a different, you can use your own identity to make a work of art within a bigger picture. Anytime they make the fabric, they name it within what is happening.
Yeah.
So, for example, if like the fabric that I make now, if I hadn't given it a name, I can even call it Black Lives Matters for the fabric.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Because it was made within that period.
Yeah. So in your own work, you're trying to put your life story out there and your identity and your colors, and it's out there. And in many ways, glass is a perfect material for that particular process.
And one of even the reason is that I even love with the glasses. Glass is so precious. There's something when it drops, it just breaks depending on the level. And I feel like life matters, the Black Lives Matters. I'm trying to say, like, the culture is so rich and it's so precious that we are incorporating our identity through a material, which is glass. Where, let me say, now it has become a language. Every home is having glass. So we are bringing our culture to them, whether they like it or not.
Yeah.